You can feel it when the Chiefs don't get going early. The stadium energy dips. The play calls change, and suddenly the game's rhythm is not ours. The whole point of this quick breakdown is simple. A faster start matters more than most fans realize. And it might be the single thing that decides whether this season still heads toward another deep run. Think of a football game like a conversation. When Kansas City opens with sharp, confident sentences, crisp first downs, clean special teams, and a hint of aggression, the whole conversation moves in our favor. When we stumble, opponents read the mood and adjust. They crowd the box. They blitz differently, and they dare us to beat them on their terms. That's not how you beat elite teams. The Chiefs' identity under Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes has been about taking over games with creativity and trust in the offense. When the offense struggles to find early flow, it forces the coaching staff to abandon scripts, and it forces Mahomes to play catch-up more than he should. I'm not saying late-game heroics aren't thrilling. They are. But those come with risks, more 3-and-outs, more pressure on the defense, and a smaller margin for error. Early success creates options. It lets the coaches call more diverse plays, keeps opposing pass rushers honest, and opens up play action, which is where this offense often looks its sharpest. If the Chiefs want to control the clock, the scoreboard, and the opponent's mindset, they need to flip the script in the first quarter. Here's a practical way to think about it. Winning the first 2 possessions isn't just 2 drives in the ledger. It's momentum currency. Spend that currency wisely, and you can buy easier later drives, better field position, and calmer clock management. Lose it, and you're spending the whole second half trying to buy back confidence. That's a grind, and the NFL season is too long and too competitive to be doing that every week. So what's actually been causing these slow starts for the Chiefs? We can't just say they need a faster start and leave it at that. There are real, tangible issues that have cropped up over the past few games that put this team behind the 8 ball before the first quarter is even over. First up, penalties. It might sound simple, but a false start or holding call early in a drive can completely kill momentum. Instead of moving down the field and setting the tone, suddenly the offense is backed up. The play clock is tighter, and Mahomes has to force throws or scramble just to keep things moving. That's not how you open strong. That's how you dig yourself a hole that makes the crowd and the coaches tense up. Next, offensive rhythm. Timing is everything for this team. Mahomes thrives when his receivers are in sync with him on those quick reads and precise routes. When the timing is off, whether it's due to a misread, a dropped pass, or just hesitation, drives stall. Third downs pile up, and the defense senses opportunity. It's the subtle things. A route running late by a step or a handoff that's delayed just enough to let the linebackers sniff it out. Those tiny delays snowball, making it feel like the offense is scrambling from the start. Play calling also comes into play. We know Reid loves to mix things up, but sometimes the script at the beginning of the game hasn't set the tone fast enough. If the defense sees predictable sequences or conservative early plays, they get comfortable and can load the box or bring more pressure without fear of being burned. That's why a good, aggressive opening drive matters. It keeps defenses guessing and opens up the playbook for the rest of the game. Special teams and field position are another factor that doesn't get enough attention. Poor punt coverage or short kickoffs put the defense in tough spots immediately. Starting drives inside your own 20-yard line is no way to dictate the pace. The Chiefs need to flip the field early to relieve pressure and allow the offense to execute without constant risk. Opponents aren't just noticing these problems, they're exploiting them. When the Chiefs don't set the tone, other teams don't sit back. They get aggressive. They send more blitzes, stack the box, and design coverage schemes to confuse the quarterback. If the first couple of drives don't go well, defenses ramp up pressure and dare the Chiefs to beat them with quick fixes instead of clean execution. And yes, even a playmaker like Mahomes can feel that pressure, which increases the chance of forced throws, sacks, or turnovers early. Teams also begin to read Kansas City's play calling patterns. Slow starts often mean the offense is conservative or predictable at the outset. Opponents notice tendencies, anticipate run-pass ratios, and start loading the box or double covering key receivers. That's the exact scenario that turns a close game into a chase. Defenses adjust quickly, and suddenly the Chiefs are playing catch-up. Instead of controlling the game, field position compounds the issue. If special teams or penalties force the offense to start drives deep in their own territory, opponents can play tighter and take more risks on defense. Over time, these small advantages add up, and the entire game plan becomes reactive rather than proactive. So, what can the Chiefs actually do to fix these slow starts? The good news is there are realistic, actionable adjustments that could change how the first quarter plays out. Start with scripted quick pass sets. The Chiefs have the talent to execute fast, high-percentage passes right out of the gate. By dialing up a series of short throws designed to build rhythm and confidence for Mahomes and his receivers, the offense can move the chains early, keep the defense honest, and create space for bigger plays later in the game. It's all about momentum from the first snap. Mix the run and pass early, running the ball on the first few downs, and then opening up quick passes. Keeps defenses guessing. If opponents load the box, it sets up play-action passes Mahomes can exploit. If they sit back, the run game takes advantage. The key is balance. Don't telegraph what's coming, and make sure the early execution is crisp. Use motion and formations to create mismatches and clearer reads. Pre-snap motions and shifts can confuse defenders. Give Mahomes simpler reads and open lanes for quick completions. Those subtle tricks can turn a slow start into a confident drive without taking unnecessary risks. It also signals to the defense that the Chiefs are aggressive and thinking ahead, forcing adjustments rather than letting opponents dictate terms. Special teams matter more than many fans realize. Better kickoff depth, disciplined punt coverage, and smarter return alignments improve starting field position and immediately reduce pressure on the offense. A shorter field gives the offense more options and lowers the risk of early mistakes that change the games. Tone. Finally, emphasize high-percentage throws early. Mahomes doesn't need to launch deep shots on the first drive. Focusing on completions builds confidence, establishes timing, and keeps chains moving. Once the offense feels comfortable, the explosive plays will follow naturally. So, what would a faster start mean for the Chiefs this season? It's not just about the first quarter of a single game. It's about setting the tone for the entire year and giving this team the best chance to compete. At the highest level, winning early drives gives the offense control. When Mahomes and the Chiefs start strong, the playbook opens up. Defenses are forced to adjust, and the team can dictate tempo rather than chasing the scoreboard. That kind of control is what separates playoff contenders from the rest. Clock management improves. Fewer three-and-outs and steadier drives keep Mahomes fresher late in games, and that matters both in tight contests and down the stretch, in division races and the playoffs. Every possession counts, and a strong start multiplies the impact of each one. Confidence grows across the roster. When the offense starts fast, it takes pressure off the defense and lets them play more aggressively, knowing the scoreboard isn't stacked against them. That momentum can carry into critical moments and swing close matchups in our favor. Finally, consistent fast starts can be the difference in division games. In a competitive AFC West, early leads force rivals into uncomfortable game plans that can turn regular season wins into statement victories. Exactly the edge the Chiefs need. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think the team can fix its starts this season? Type yes or no in the comments and keep it short so more fans get involved. Which early game problem frustrates you the most? Penalties, rhythm, play calling, or special teams? Drop one word. Would you rather see the Chiefs open with faster-paced plays or play it safe early? Type fast or safe. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how urgent is this fix? Leave a number. If you're new here, please hit subscribe. We're pushing toward 5,000 subscribers, And your support helps us keep bringing breakdowns like this. Smash the like button if you want this topic covered every week. Thanks for watching. If you want any edits to the script, or a separate production-ready version in a specific file format, tell me which one and I'll get it prepared for you.